The broad area of low pressure we've been watching for nearly a week now continues to slowly organize towards the east of the Philippines. Now, guidance still expects this to become a tropical storm or even a typhoon through the week and into the early part of next week, but there still is a lot of uncertainty as to exactly where this could go. The good news, it does look like some of the guidance is shifting east away from the Philippines. Let's talk about this. Right now, though, the circulation is organizing. We are seeing that convection flare up around that center. And basically, you can see in the last few frames right in here, our low-level center right there. If that gets a bit more organized, I would not be surprised if Pagasa does upgrade this to a tropical depression, naming it Egay. Meanwhile, this does look like it's going to continue to move towards the north and west as it intensifies here. But the big question is right about here as we go ahead through Saturday into Sunday. This is the ECMWF. The GFS is looking a lot different than this, actually, even just 72 hours out. I'll get to that in a second. But the ECMWF pulls this further towards the west, riding along the southern periphery of this high pressure ridge towards north. Now, even with the ECMWF guidance that has shifted this further towards east, yesterday we had a center coming right about there, then it was there, then it was there, coming on shore here closer to northeastern Luzon. Now, take a look at what the Japan Meteorological Agency is saying. It even has our storm system further offshore, well towards the east of that, which is why I want you to really stress that cone of air from west to east here. And we really want to pay attention to that, especially about 3 to 4 days out. We're really going to be looking at the possible track of this either clipping northeastern Luzon or staying well towards the east and possibly bringing Okinawa in the southern Japanese islands into the fold, or even over there towards Taiwan, which they haven't been impacted by a landfalling typhoon in a few years now, if I'm right. Taking a look at, actually, this is a track from JMA, the last few updates, and then the latest one here, keeping it well towards the east of those. So they've even been trending further towards the east, as well as the GFS. And I showed you the ECMWF has this coming on shore right there. The GFS, all of their members well towards the east as well. So what does that mean? Well, I wouldn't bring the Philippines outside of the cone of air by any means. I mean, you're still looking at some of the operationals wanting to bring it on shore. You're well within that threat area according to JMA, but you know, still prepare, be ready. I can't stress that enough. And just because the forecast is uncertain doesn't mean it's not going to hit you, which is why we still want to stress Luzon to Taiwan to Okinawa needs to watch this. Also, the west coast of the Philippines, even though as this storm pulls towards the north, even if it just stays well offshore, you're going to still have that inflow into places like Manila too. So uncertainty at landfall. Still, I wish I could tell you yes, but it's just so much uncertainty right now. But JMA does expect this to stay offshore. So that's the good news. But you know, that means that in other areas, Taiwan, Okinawa, we're going to be in the threat for a likely typhoon in that extended forecast. So it really, it's give and take, guys. And I'm going to try my best to keep you all updated. Big thanks for everybody on Patreon. It continues to support this channel, too. I can't stress it enough how much you guys really help out here. Well, I'll get to that in a second. Let's take one more look at the ECMWF guidance. I'm all over the place here. It's like my 5th time recording this one. Look at that, how it just each one of those isobars get lower and lower. So even this guidance does expect this to just bomb out over those warm waters of the Philippine Sea. All right, so know your information from your official sources too. I'm not an official source. I'm just a guy just kind of relaying. So that's another thing I stress. All right, once again, big thanks for everybody on Patreon. Jeff Davis just joined up here. I put extra on him because he's donating $20 a month instead of $10. It just goes a long way, guys, and you don't have to do that. I want to say big thanks to everybody who does make these updates possible, not just on Patreon, but also our YouTube members here as well. $2, $6, or $10 a month. That's all it takes. We can just keep this channel running. Anyways, yeah, guidance shifting towards east. Could be good news. We've still got plenty of rain in the forecast, but there's still a lot of uncertainty to be had here. So, of course, I'm going to keep you guys posted. As always, thanks for watching, and, of course, stay safe out there.